Come on in, good people. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to the Cowboys Final Verdict. And I'm Ronnie Judge. And today we're going to dive deep into one of the NFL's most important pre draft events, the NFL Combine. It runs from February 27th to March 2nd. It's where top college prospects get to share off their skill set and hopefully raise their draft stock. What is the NFL Combine? You may be asking yourself. It's basically a job interview um, for future NFL stars. Players go through a series of physical tests, position drills, and of course interviews with the NFL teams. Coaches, scouts, and general managers watch this very closely. It's not just about athleticism. It's about how players handle pressure, answer questions, and perform football specific drills. So they get to know their football IQ a little bit from this event through some of these questions and answers. Um, the key drills to watch. Let me help you break that down. There's key drills in the NFL Combine. The one that most people coveted is the 40-yard dash. Speed kills in the NFL. Speed absolutely kills in the National Football League. Ask Chris Johnson, who in 2008 ran a blistering 4.24. Did his draft stock ever explode? Next is the bench press. The bench press is basically 225 pounds put on the barbell, and you push as fast and hard and long as you can. 225 pounds. It displays raw athleticism. It shows your raw power. And the coaches want to see that, especially with what's going on. These kids are getting young men are getting so much bigger in the trenches, right? You've got to have power to move men. Then there's the vertical jump and the broad jump, which showcases lower body explosion. It's very important for wide receivers, defensive backs, and edge rushers, right? Can they bend? Can they get around? How low can you go? Finally, there's the three cone drill and the shuttle run. This tests your agility and quickness. Um, those are huge for positions like that need change of direction positions, right? And then you may be asking yourself, why does the combine really matter? Does the combine really matter? You may be asking yourself. Well, yes and no. The combine doesn't replace game film. It doesn't replace what the scouts have already seen on the film, what they've already broke down about this player that they're looking at. It does not replace that. However, it's a chance to confirm what the scouts seen on tape, or maybe even change the narrative altogether. A cornerback with questions about speed can race any doubts with a fast 40 time. Um, a wide receiver with average stat line can turn heads with an elite vertical jump and crisp route running. So yeah, this is important. In every year, someone steals the show. I already mentioned Chris Johnson. That was 2008. I still remember that. So every year somebody's steals the show, and this year won't be any exception. Somebody's going to come in there and just blow our minds, and that's what I get excited about. That's what I look forward to. Is, man, I didn't see that coming, right? So keep an eye on some prospects that I have pointed out, right? Matthew Golden, his elite route running, his speed. Billy Bowman's speed from sideline to sideline is a safety. Matthew Golden's a wide receiver from Texas. Billy Bowman's a safety from Oklahoma. who could light up the 40, while others like Mike Green, Alfred Collins, Mike Green's an edge from Marshall, and Alfred Collins is a defensive tackle from Texas. They might wow us with raw athleticism, and boy, I hope so. I would love Mike Green or Alfred Collins in our trenches, right? Our defense needs so much help. Matthew Golden's an electric wide receiver. I've heard a lot about Mbuka, and Trey Harris is probably going to light it up too. So the draft stock on some of these guys and some of these young men are gonna really be padded, right? They're gonna be padded with these skill tests, right? And so that's what I get excited about this time of year, because I get to not only look at the tape of these kids, see what they're doing, how they're doing it, how they're setting up a cornerback for the route, how they're getting in and out of their breaks, how they deal with press coverage, right? Then I go to the combine and I see the skill set put on display, right? Then I'm able to ask them questions, or I'm not, but like these 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 guys are asked questions, right? And Fletch the King, Zach from Double Moves, shout out to you guys. They'll be there asking these questions, right? And my great hope is one day I'll be able to do those kind of things too. But right now I'm comfortable where I'm at, on the way to where I'm going. The combine's about opportunities to rise up the draft board, silence doubters, right? I want to smash any doubt you have about me as a player, right? And this is your opportunity to secure the NFL dream. It is a dream to play in the National Football League. Don't get it twisted. This is the elite of the elite, right? The cream of the crop, right? This is where you go from playing in college to playing in the National Football League. And Cowboys final verdict. We'll be covering breaking down all this stuff after the results come in. I want to break this all down, and all the results and the risers and fallers, and who stock rose, who stock lowered, right? What did we see at the combine? What did we want to see? What did we not see? I'll break all that down in future videos right here on the Cowboys final verdict. Don't miss it. Like, share, and subscribe. I can't do this without you. I really appreciate your time. And if you're passionate about the Dallas Cowboys, you found the right channel, because the Dallas Cowboys are my passion. That's my final verdict. Ronnie Judge, the Cowboys final verdict.